Welcome, glad to have you here. Grab your coffee or herbal tea if you're in full Zen mode, because we're about to dive deep into a topic that's going to bend some minds and raise some eyebrows. The manipulation of the Bible. Now, before you throw your ancient texts at me in a holy rage, stick around for a bit. This is going to get good. We're going to unpack some heavy stuff, all anchored in the mystical wisdom of Melchizedek cloister, Emerald Covenant, Inner Christos, Law of One and Freedom teachings. And yes, it might just change the way you see that dusty old book on your shelf forever. Let's sprinkle in a dash of conspiracy, a smidgen of history, and a whole lot of juicy spiritual insights. Ready? Let's begin. The Great Bible Deception. So picture this. It's the year 325 AD. Rome's a mess. And Emperor Constantine decides it's time to whip things into shape. What better way than to unify an empire around a single version of spirituality? Enter the Council of Nicaea. This wasn't just a group of monks sitting around debating the meaning of love and forgiveness. Nope. These folks rewrote around 80 to 90% of the Bible. Yeah, you read that right. Think of it as the ultimate remix, cutting verses, altering meanings, and creating the greatest spiritual cover-up of all time. Ask yourself, how would the world be different if those original texts were still in our hands? Would we even be talking about a wrathful God ready to strike us down for the smallest misstep? I'm guessing not. Fallen angels and their puppet strings. Now let's spice things up a bit with some interdimensional drama, shall we? Behind the scenes of this grand editing process were not just humans, but fallen angelic intruders. You didn't think those dudes in togas were the masterminds, did you? These beings had a vested interest in keeping humanity in the dark, literally and spiritually. According to the Freedom teachings, the Bible in its original form was based on something far more ancient. The Maharata text, a translation of the CDT plates. These plates contain the unfiltered truth of our existence, our divine nature, and the real reason we're here, to protect the stargates. Yet we're not just humans, we're an angelic race with a serious cosmic mission. The fallen angelics, they weren't about that life. They twisted the story, emphasizing sin, damnation, and the idea that humanity is weak and fallen. Convenient, right? Because nothing says control like making an entire species feel guilty for simply existing. Jesus and the Great Escape. You've probably heard the story of Jesus Christ and his dramatic crucifixion. Well, buckle up, because we're about to throw a cosmic curveball your way. What if Jesus was never crucified on the cross? According to the Freedom teachings, he ascended through the Ark of the Covenant, bypassing that whole dying on the cross situation altogether. Talk about taking the express elevator to heaven. If you're wondering why the official story was so different, ask yourself, who benefits from keeping humanity in fear of punishment and death? Those who stand to gain from your spiritual disempowerment, that's who. Bible verses that raise eyebrows. Here's where it gets even spicier. There are parts of the Bible that seem to encourage some pretty questionable behavior. Ever notice that? From violent conquests to strict social hierarchies, there are plenty of verses that would make your spiritual compass go haywire. Could this be another layer of manipulation? Was the intention to inspire us to rise in love and unity, or to create division and control? The answer might not be what you think. Why the Bible is holding us back. Don't get me wrong, the Bible in its essence carries beautiful truths, but what do we have today? It's like reading the Cliff's Notes of a Cliff's Notes version. The truth is, as long as humanity clings to this edited version of our spiritual heritage, we're missing out on the greater picture. The Bible as we know it is holding us back from realizing our true potential, our angelic origins, our purpose to protect the stargates, and our connection to the greater cosmic family. So, is it time to put the Bible back on the shelf? Maybe not just yet, but it might be time to start asking the tough questions. What's missing from the story? What's been twisted? And how can we reclaim the original truth that lies beneath the layers of manipulation? Parting thoughts. Listen, I get it. This stuff can be a little heavy, but we're here to grow, to question, and to evolve. So next time you open that Bible or hear a sermon, keep this in the back of your mind. What truths are being kept from us, and who stands to benefit from the story we've been told? Thanks for hanging out with me on this cosmic roller coaster. Your mind probably needs a breather and maybe a snack. Come back for more soon. We've got plenty of stargates to explore and truths to uncover. Until next time, keep questioning, keep growing, and remember, you're an angelic being on a mission far greater than you've ever imagined. Stay curious, my friends.